Something in Yellowstone Park got the bears acting unusual, y'all. There's a video going around of the bears leaving the Yellowstone National Park, y'all. I have never seen anything like this, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video and y'all let me know down below in the comments. Have y'all seen anything like this before? And I'm hearing it's not just the bears, y'all. Even the mountain lions are getting up, packing their bags, and getting on. Something ain't right, y'all. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Y'all leave y'all guess down below in the comments, though. But look at this. Look at the bears, y'all. Have y'all seen anything like this before? This shit crazy. I've never seen so many bears in one spot, all going the same way. What the hell is going on? Somebody let me know, why is this happening? Why is all the bears leaving? Do they know something we don't know? Y'all know it's a big ass volcano under that junk. Could that junk be about to erupt? That's why all the bears and other animals leaving? That's just highly suspicious, y'all. There's been other videos around the world of animals acting strange lately, but this one is at the top.
Oh my God, what is going on in Yellowstone Park? What is really going on? I just saw these clips where animals, the whole forest, are literally leaving the park. And listen, black people on TikTok are now here for it. I'm telling you, they are here for it. People are saying, you all stay if you want, but black people, they are packing. Let's break this down because this ain't just a video, this is a warning. Let's kindly watch these trending clips. We come back with more commentary.
Yellowstone Park. Man, y'all about to have a major problem over there, bruh. Now, last week I seen this story that said there was a bunch of bobcats heading south out the woods at the Yellowstone Park. Now, you got a pack of goddamn grizzly bears moving out of Yellowstone Park. Birds flying in flocks, man. Y'all know when animals get to moving, something serious about to happen, and y'all just don't know. But y'all better pay attention to them animals that's leaving Yellowstone Park. Something about to happen over there. Something about to erupt. It's gonna be big. These animals not coming out their habitat for nothing. You think I'm playing? Hit that search bar and pull that shit up about Yellowstone Park. Look like a million goddamn bears out there all going the same spot. They ain't bothering nobody. They just getting the fuck up out of there, bruh. Pull that shit up. Yellowstone Park. You gonna see all the stories of these wild animals getting the hell up out of there, bro. Y'all better pay attention. 25, it's 25, bro. This world ain't stopping, boy. This shit getting wilder and wilder every day for the year 2025. I'm out.
Everyone knows animals have the best instincts in the world. Tell me, why are all the animals leaving Yellowstone National Park? They keep saying it's because of migration. No, bitch. They know. They have instincts. They're leaving for a reason because it's not just certain animals. It's all the animals. So please tell me what's going on so I can get the fuck out of here too. I ain't trying to play this. What is going on, guys?
So let's talk about the video. You got dozens of animals, looks like bears or bison just walking down the highway, leaving Yellowstone Park. Ain't no zookeeper, no park ranger, nothing. Just animals moving like they know something we don't. One TikTok commenter said, animals don't pay rent. If they are moving, it's for a reason. And black folks ain't ignoring that. They have seen enough in this country to know when nature starts acting funny, it's time to move.
So apparently the animals that's been leaving Yellowstone Park, they've been leaving for a reason. And the reason is they know much more about what's about to happen than we know. So they're saying that a gaping hole filled with milky blue water just appeared in Yellowstone Park. I don't think you heard what I just said, right? And you ask why the animals are leaving? Apparently y'all don't know that there's a supervolcano under Yellowstone Park. And if this supervolcano erupts, it will trigger over 10,000 volcanoes in the United States. And those animals walking out of there and leaving, It's telling us that something in there is going wrong. While we're paying attention to everything that's going on TV, these animals are in tune with the earth. Can you tell me where that milky blue water came from? And if you don't think it's true, all you gotta do is just go to Google. Search it. This year has already gave us a lot of signs. You had purple rain. You had green rain. You had birds falling out of the sky. Then let's fast forward. You have the animals that live in Yellowstone, leaving Yellowstone. And then you have that milky blue water and those gaping holes. So you tell me what it is. I'm out.
Hey guys, it's Leash. Listen, have you guys seen these different videos? Maybe you've seen it on the news about these different animals leaving Yellowstone, like they're leaving the area and migrating somewhere else. And it's obvious something is, potentially about to go down. I just need to know though, like, when do we as humans start realizing that shit is just getting way too cray, and we just need to stop all this? Like, stop paying bills, stop going to work. Like, we need to, like, get it together. If the animals are freaking fleeing certain spaces and places, I think we need to also make some changes ourselves. This society, let's just completely get rid of it. Like, who cares anymore? Like, okay, we've done it. We've worked. We know what it's like to be somewhere for hours on end, not really doing what we want to do, but doing what we think we have to do in order to survive. This is a random rant, but it all makes sense to me. Like, it all comes together for me. Like, nature is telling us we need to change it up. Let's start with, like, us not working anymore, please.
Look, they're not scientists, but everybody knows Yellowstone sits on a supervolcano. Everybody knows this. And history shows when that thing blows, it could wipe out half the US. So seeing all the animals leaving, Black Twitter and Black TikTok were like, I'm out, I'm done. I don't even need an explanation. One sister said, if squirrels start packing suitcases, I'm going with them. And I feel her. I'm really feeling her. Because Black people don't wait for FEMA. They don't wait for CNN. They watch the science. Yeah.
Y'all do know that these animals are not fleeing Yellowstone Park just because, or it's migration season or not. Nobody. Look a little bit deeper at what's been going on in the world. Also, look a little bit deeper as to what's been going on in the United States. Let's not be ignorant to what is in our faces. These animals are fleeing Yellowstone Park because they know something is about to happen. Animals always know before we know when something is going to happen. You want to know why? Because they are closer to the creator than we are. You might say, well, I pray every day. I did it. No, the creation is closer to God than humans are closer to God. And so they know that something is about to happen in the earth because God has told them something is about to happen. You might say, well, God is not talking to the animals. He does. They know. So essentially what the prediction is that this supervolcano in Yellowstone is probably about to do something crazy. And if it does, we do know that that would cause catastrophic damage to the U.S., which in biblical terms makes a lot of sense for the U.S. because I just don't see the U.S. in Bible prophecy. And if it is, as I always say, it is New Babylon. However, whether it's New Babylon or whether it's not in Bible prophecy, we know if it is New Babylon, it's supposed to fall. And if it's not in Bible prophecy, that means it's not in Bible prophecy. We know that means the U.S. will cease to exist. Very strategic for the U.S. to be placed with this Yellowstone Park. We have the New Madrid fault line. We have the San Andreas fault line. There's just a lot of, we have wars and threats of nuclear war. It's very interesting that we have so many different things that can end the U.S., under the U.S., around the U.S. So it's very interesting to me what is going on in the world right now. Now, let me just remind y'all that this is the kill zone of if Yellowstone erupted. All that red that you guys see, that it will take out everything there. If it flows out, yes, they will still be affected. And so this is a pretty big thing. This is a better map because it shows you in different colors. Mostly the whole entire United States is affected by this. Yellowstone National Park is home to scenic mountain ranges, majestic geysers, and a sleeping giant known as a supervolcano. Mind you, it's capable of a magnitude 8 eruption, that's the super of it. Now, I just want to head back to the animals real quick. We do know that the creation worships God. And this is Revelation 5. It says that, and I heard every creature in heaven and on earth, under the earth and in the sea, all of them saying to him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb, be blessing and honor and glory and might forever and ever. Remember, that is also the animals. It's kind of like the Lion King when he's holding up Simba and they all come. Like, Jesus is that Lion King. Like all creation worships, all creation worship. That's the trees, that's the stars, that's the moon, that's the animals. They know. So if you see the animals acting weird, like they have been over the past several years, then you gotta know something major is coming. Specifically right now, we're talking about Yellowstone Park.
Oh my God, guys, the Yellowstone supervolcano is possibly unstable, and I would not be a good messenger if I didn't deliver the message. And the message is, according to prophecy, America, brace yourselves. America may not exist in the mid to far future. Okay, so you need to stay prayed up. But according to prophecy, it's only going to be 1/3 of human civilization that's going to be left in the end times. And if you haven't noticed it yet, we are moving closer and closer to the end times. But I can't put a prediction on it because only God knows that. You get what I'm saying? But I would have thought that it would have been something nuclear that would have took us out, when in actuality, it might just be a volcano that's sitting under Yellowstone National Park. You get what I'm saying? It might just be that. But whatever the situation is, whether we're going to live or whether we're going to die, for those of y'all, my friends and family in America, whatever the situation is, we got to stay prayed up, because one thing's for certain, we all going to meet God. Now, how do we want to meet God? That's the important thing that we got to think about.
So let's be real. Black people have seen too much in this country. They are tired of ignoring red flags. They are very tired. That's why when people saw that video, it hit different. They don't need to understand every scientific reason. Yeah, they don't need this. If the animals are fleeing, that's enough for them. And the reactions online, oh my God, people were like, this is why we don't do camping. I've been saying, when the raccoons leave, follow them. Okay? God gave us instincts too. You all better listen. This is all they are saying online. And you know what? The humor was there, but the fear was real. Now, some people say this is not clear, but black folks are like, I don't care. The message is loud and clear. Because fake or not, the idea of animals running from nature reminds us how fragile life really is. And the way this country moves, we don't always get the warning in time. You all know this. That's why the culture is so sensitive to the science. And they use humor, yes, but they also use wisdom. So this is deeper than a viral video. Black people have always been in tune with spiritual science, natural shifts, and gut feelings. They come from a people who survived off intuition. So when they see these trees, the birds, the bears acting strange, they don't say that's weird. They say that's a warning. One comment said it best. They told Noah it wasn't gonna rain too. I had to log out after that. Because it's true. They laugh, they joke, but they know. They know when something is off. So at the end of the day, black people are paying attention. They don't have time to wait for the government to say, oh, something is happening. If nature is moving, they are moving too. Stay ready, stay aware, and trust your gut. And like one sis said on TikTok, when the animals go, I go, period. So let me know in the comments, if you saw this in real life, what would you do? What would you do if you saw something like this? Would you stay? Or would you pack your bags and follow the bears? Like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe and thank you so much for watching. Bye.